makers, my name's Daly, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how to load games onto your 8BitCADE game console using Hex files and the Hex Uploader. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to navigate to the 8BitCADE website. So go to Google and type in 8BitCADE and click enter. So then go to the home and you'll see you have 4 buttons at the bottom. Now anything to do with sort of games or anything will be in the games section. So click the button here and then you should get the games section. So what you want to do is you want to scroll down and you want to go to the Play 8BitCADE section. So click on the Download 8BitCADE games here, and this has everything you need for your 8BitCADE console. So you can see, you've got some videos explaining hex and .ino files. Check them out and you'll sort of understand what you're getting into. But for this video, we want to look at this section here. Now, what you want to do is you want to click on this button and you want to download the hex games and installer. This comes with 2 files. So you want to click on the little arrow here and click keep. So now that that's downloaded, we can actually right click on this and click show in folder. And what this will allow us to do is to find out where it's been downloaded. Now obviously this goes to my downloads. So the next thing we want to do is we want to extract, because it is a zip file for obviously, to keep it a small file. So right click on it and click extract all. And you should see, if you're using Windows, then this little dialog will come up and you simply want to click extract. And you can see that's extracting. And now you can see you have 2 files, one for the compressed and one for the extracted. So go ahead and open up the extracted folder and you can see inside of the extracted folder we have 2 different folders. One is called the Hex Games 8BitCADE. If you open up this, you'll see you have the hex files for all of the different games and you can go ahead and choose which game you want to play. The next one is the Arduboy loader. So what you need to do is you need to double click on the Arduboy loader setup and this will install the Arduboy uploader. So go ahead and double click on that. Now this is an app developed by Arduboy, so it isn't yet verified by Windows. So what we need to do is we need to click on more info and that will allow us to click run anyway, because this is safe software and Windows is saying it's unrecognized. However, it's fine. Click run anyway and that will load the installer. And then you'll get this little box here that just says, I accept and agree, so go ahead and agree, click next. This is to show where you want it to be installed, that's fine, do not change that. Click next. Now you can see here it's going to create a start menu, that's fine, click next. Now what we want to do here is we want to select create a desktop shortcut. This is important, so go ahead and select that and deselect these 2 options here, as we're going to use our own hex files. So ensure you have create a desktop shortcut because that is useful for when installing, and then deselect these 2 and go ahead and click next and then click install. And now that's installing and you're going to get some associations come up. So go ahead and click yes. This is to say, okay, when you have a .hex file, associate it with this program so we can read it. Click yes. We have another association saying .arduboy, click yes. We have another association for the Arduboy, click yes. And now that that's complete, we can click finish. So if you go to your desktop, you should see a new icon has appeared. I'll drag it in. The Arduboy uploader. So what you want to do now is you want to plug in your 8BitCADE console. Go ahead and grab your 8BitCADE and grab the lead that comes with it and plug this end into your Pro Micro, as shown. Then plug the USB into a USB port on your computer and you can see that should flash up. However, you guys won't have anything loaded yet. Okay, so now that your 8BitCADE's plugged in, what you want to do is you want to go back to the hex files and you want to select the game that you want to play. So for example, if we want to play Castle Boy, what we will simply do is we will click on it, drag it over to the icon and drop it in. And you can see that does some loading, and what it's actually doing is it's uploading it to your 8BitCADE. So if you now look at your 8BitCADE, you'll see that Castle Boy has been uploaded successfully. So if you want to play a different game, all you have to do is simply just drag it in and you can upload it. It is as easy as that. So that is how you upload games using the Hex Loader and Hex files. What you can do is you can export, like I showed you in this video here, you can export your .ino files as .hex files, and then you can do the same thing. So this also works for normal sketches. You just drag and drop them as long as you have the correct settings. For example, games made for the XL have specific settings for that console, meaning you can't drag and drop 8BitCADE XL game files, as the 8BitCADE has specific settings as stated in your setup document here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. This has been Daly from 8BitCADE. I hope you have fun gaming and keep